We are just 1 week away from King of Table 13, and we'll have two giants, two ex-strongmen. I think none of them are really competing now. One in pursuit of arm wrestling, and Eddie Hall in pursuit of many different things. And I'm going to compare their last posted videos. One is from Armwar's channel, and one is from Brian Shaw's channel. So Brian had Devin Larratt, I think 2 weeks ago, joining him for training together with Auden, and they did a lot of things. So they posted a video, and in this video, it's more about foot stances. I kind of looked at it, but let's look together. And the whole idea is, so we are a week away. When this whole thing was announced, no one believed Eddie had any chance. I looked at the video Eddie posted in announcement for the match, and I thought, no chance. Looking how Eddie has grown has given me some hope we're in for a real match. We're in for a real competition. And yeah, this will be the last piece of information I can see before I actually meet the guys next week in Atlantic City. As usual, all the information about the event is in description. Let's get to the videos. So I went through the comment section, and a lot of people watching this video couldn't really understand what the hell is going on. So a lot of times big guys will have problems where they feel very uncomfortable on the table, and kind of understanding what is the best stance for you comes into play. And it kind of make you feel like you can find a stance where you're extremely comfortable and extremely uncomfortable. And every stance comes with their advantages and disadvantages. So this one, so both legs are under the table, that would be good for back pressure. But he had them wrapped around the table, which in my opinion, you will get stuck. Like if someone stops you, it will be very hard to recuperate to a different position. This is a classic stance. So one of the rules is if you're pulling right arm, you want your right foot forward. Like this is just like, because you're gonna dip to the other side. So if I'm like this, right? If I'm standing like this, go back so you can see me. So if I have my left foot forward, I really can't move that way. But if I have my right foot forward and left a little bit back, I can dip to that side. So it's very easy, it's just like that.
Both feet under.
So both feet under. This is very much back pressure dominated. If you need some guys that have great back pressure, they're just gonna pull back pressure, and that either they're gonna bleed you out, or they have so much power there that this just a go-to move. It's just adds more to it. If your angle doesn't open up, if this is strong enough and it doesn't get open, this is probably the best move for back pressure. But it comes with, you can't really use your side pressure that efficiently because of the way you're setting your body up. So lots of back pressure, very little side pressure in this one.
Can you put your right foot on the peg? Can you put your right foot on it like this?
This is impressive that he's even able to do this. This is a hook or a press setup. So because you're twisting, your whole body is going to go sideways. You're pushing with leg that you have on the table, pushing away, and you can really use the whole body moving sideways through the pad. But this really just works for the hook pullers. I see a lot of times someone who pulls top roll will try to do it. I feel they look awkward and it feels awkward.
Hip into the table. Put both feet under. Bring your right foot back.
I do feel like this would be a good stance for him.
Stand up tall, elbow.
This would be not a good stance. Yeah. Classically, you want your, you can wrap one around the leg of the table.
Fingers up over.
Interesting stances. This is like literally you're gonna, if this is defensive position, this would be more offensive position for top roll. And this would be a classic. Like this would be the stance that I would offer to him.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah. I just want you to get, just, you want to be moving them. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about like where you feel comfortable. There's a lot of different stances. A lot of people stand very differently from what it feels, because they just don't feel that comfortable there. Like this is a classic stance. So one leg wrapped around the table leg. Now you can use back pressure and side pressure more efficiently together. I do feel this is more side pressure oriented stance, like it just is. So if you use more side pressure in your arm wrestling, this is the stance for you. You're becoming one with the table. You have a leg of the table to push through or wrap around. You have stability, and you can very easily just drop down to a back pressure move like top roll.
Forward, play with the back. That's it. Yeah. And the whole reason you're moving it to
Yeah, and from here you can transition to a press. This is universal. This is the most universal stance for everyone. Top rollers will have one leg more under the table, not really wrapping around legs of the table. Hookers or inside arm wrestlers will have their leg pushing against the leg of the table, and that's pretty much how it is.
Try to dip way low. Get your left knee. There we go. Go all the way. And okay, and this time let's do it again. But I want you to
So all these small
pull, and when you
all these small drills definitely help getting better accustomed to the table. And like there's some moves like Devin does and shows that's defensive top roll. Literally, you're gonna go all the way. You're not just going backwards. You're just going away. So you're kind of going to your B side, to an A side. So Brian working on a lot of different things. Let's take a look what Eddie's been doing. So we watched a video where Eddie didn't use any straps. He was pulling, and here we're seeing him working with the strap. We already saw the whole shenanigans with the loose strap and everything. If I'm correct, this is a video from 3 weeks ago. I have talked with Neil Pickup on things that they've been working on, and they're drilling things, and of course they're showing us what we want to see. But Eddie looks really good on table. Like I really thought there was no chance at the beginning. I do think there is something. I still think Brian is the favorite as a mythical beast of the strength that he is, but Eddie is looking better and better. And like their approach, I really liked it. I said it already in the video. People kind of get upset with me and Giannis when we said like Eddie looks better on the table. They're like Brian is showing what you want. Like, but from what we have seen, I'm not saying like it is reality, but it is reality that is presented to us. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the pulling movements. So again, Arm Wars, this is like I saw this video already before on Arm Wars members, for Arm Wars members, and you can watch it there.
Jesus Christ. You must feel I am ridiculous. Look at that. This lower bone is outside your hand.
So what you're doing that just
So that one was giving some advices on how to get the better strap and change things in the strap, and
Tell you what, Ed,
Eddie's been getting the same advices from Neil.
it's pretty even to be fair.
Some-
really pretty straight. Just straight out. You
So
see
in
that?
this video, they've been drilling
my thumb out.
how to slip out,
that?
if he can
Now
slip
that
out, because
is a very
they
key
do
skill, because
understand
what
that
it
the
will
strap
teach
is
you
the
is
thing that's going to help
Lower
to
palm stays forward in the match.
stay in this match or even win this
As
match.
he starts to take
Without
it
the
back,
strap, fighting someone with much longer forearm is sometimes suicide if you don't have a
see how
really
it's
strong
sliding into his
cup and you
fingers?
kind of don't understand what
If I
you're doing
feel
there.
that connect
So
over that index
yeah, they've been
finger
going
up,
through different angles. I really like how Eddie looks on table. I'm just interested how strong he is, because
up over your
one
shoulder.
is how you look against some of the guys, and
Less
guys are
up,
trying to
less. There
take
we
care
go.
of you, and like everyone there is for him
That
to
were
be
better.
at their best. So maybe
Brilliant.
they're not going 100%.
really nail
Most
it.
likely they're not going 100%. But yeah,
Okay, change to
like,
rock.
like I said, every single
So
thing that they
the
do,
different
they
hands,
drill
we're getting
multiple
some different
times with
perspective.
different people. You see? So I
Stop
think
there.
this is the
Go to
huge
that third
advantage
again.
that
Go
Eddie
do
has.
exactly what-
I don't know how Brian has been working,
there.
but I'm really excited for
Right.
the match, guys. I had some extensive talks with Neil Pickup about what Eddie's training, and of course they are aware of all the scenarios that can happen. So you always expect this to happen, but sometimes something like this will happen, and you will have to fight without your hand. So what they've been doing is drilling at the end of each session for Eddie to get comfortable when he loses his hand. So most things in arm wrestling, when you just start or you just it feels uncomfortable because you're not used to those positions, you're not used to those strengths. Very rarely someone will be very comfortable with a lot of things in arm wrestling straight away. So they've been working on those things extensively just to get the feel of it. And arm wrestling damages you. If you think like it's very hard to recover. It's the recovery, especially when you start. I still remember from my first real arm wrestling training, I went to the gym, and I remember I couldn't carry groceries from all the specific training and from all the arm wrestling we did. So they are working with these things in mind. So they're like, okay, we have to do this so you can recover. You can be good, but then you're going to recover like in 2 weeks, you're going to be super good. And I think this is what they're going for. They didn't overdo things. I'm very excited. Really, really, really am. People are like, oh, you're hyping the match. Of course I'm hyping the match, but I'm also got more interested in this match from the go, because I really thought at the start that Eddie didn't have any chance. Just 100% true. Now I think he has good chances. I think he can. It all comes down to strength and where they're gonna fight and which of the elements will be stronger for each arm wrestler. I don't want to see injuries because that would be bad for both of them. We want to see them on an arm wrestling table. If Brian Shaw is who Devin Larratt says he is, he should win, and he should win easily. And it's good that he beats someone that arm wrestles as good as Eddie, in my opinion now. And then he can look for real challenges, bigger challenges. If he loses, I think he will just understand how long of a journey arm wrestling really is and how much you need to invest. And sometimes the things you invest in are not the things that are going to work out the best for you. Yeah. Anyway, if you have some questions for me to ask some of the guys, I'm going to do interviews when I get there on Monday for King of Table 13. Let me know. Yeah, King of Table 13. Super excited. Can't wait for this. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.